Hi, this is Miss Richardson. Okay, I'm gonna give you a run through on how to do this quiz because I want to make sure you get it. So whether you're in class or not, I want you to go ahead and jump in and do this one. Here are the instructions. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and take the quiz, obviously. Okay, go ahead and mark yourself here. I do need to mark you for attendance, but I have to give you an assignment for this day too. So if you don't mark yourself here, just mark yourself here later and I will make sure I can change the attendance. I can do that up to 10 days. Okay. So the big thing with this is to go ahead, like I said, mark yourself here, then jump into this. We're going to go to Newsela and find an article that you want to talk about. So if there's a problem on this, like you can't just see the articles, let me know because that would be a big issue, right? And I'll fix it. And actually, if you want to just pick any article, if Newsela is not working for you, that would be fine. But Newsela is going to be your best spot to pick. So click on Newsela, and that's going to open your new screen. That it should let me into using Clever. Actually, it should just go in. Okay, so if it's not just automatically going in, then go ahead and jump over to this right here, and it should actually open a new tab for you and automatically stick you into Newsela under your educator or your student password and username. Okay, so now that you're in, go ahead and find an article that you want to go over. Because we're going to look for the structure, the nonfiction structure that we've been looking at. We're going to go ahead and look at that in a real article. So loneliness makes our brains crave people. I can't talk today. Okay, so you can choose like whatever Lexile you want to do. So if the max is too hard, which is usually about 1,000, you can change that to 470 or 590. We're going to do 470 just for efficiency's sake. It makes it a shorter article. We're going to go through and talk about why loneliness makes our brains crave people. Okay, that's our topic, right? Our topic, our subject is going to be loneliness. So if I'm taking the quiz, I'm looking at that very top word and going, oh, subject. Okay, so I'm going to put in my question 2, loneliness. And people. Well, really, it's about loneliness. That's our topic. And then we're going to, or our topic / subject, we're going to expand on that. Okay. So then we look at what is the main idea about our text. Our main idea is probably going to be in that first paragraph. There are scientists who focus on studying the brain. They made a recent discovery. They found that like a hungry brain wants food, a lonely brain wants people. The scientists studied people who had been alone for a while. They found that the brains of the people who'd been alone perked up at the sight of other people. So we're going to talk about how people are happy to see other people. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in a sentence. People are happy to see other people, and scientists can prove it. Okay, I've got that in 1 or 2 sentences. That's what we're going to be talking about. Actually, I need to add a comma there. Okay, all right. And then we're going to look for the supporting idea. So let's look for a supporting idea. So they talk about how they did a study at the MIT, right? And how she looked at 40 people. On one day, the people couldn't eat for 10 hours. And then on another day, some people were alone in rooms for 10 hours. At the end of each day, the people showed activity in the midbrain. So they're basically doing a study. So the topic of this is like depriving people, right? So that's our supporting idea. When you they did a study that shows what happens when you deprive people from other people, and compared it. Okay, and they compared it with other people. So and compared it with other people. Okay. All right. So we've got our supporting idea. Okay. Let's see what this says, because we need to add details now to our quiz, right? What happened? Tomova started this study at MIT. Her team looked at 40 people. On one day, the people couldn't eat for 10 hours. On another day, the same people were alone in a room for 10 hours. They couldn't see anyone. They couldn't be on social media. No family, no friends. They couldn't even check their email. After each day, Tomova put the people in an fMRI machine. It's sometimes called an MRI machine. It scans the brain and it follows where blood flows in the brain. At the end of each day, the people showed activity in the midbrain. This is a region of the brain. It is in the center of your head. The scientists studied two small areas in the midbrain. Both areas make dopamine. This is a chemical messenger. Dopamine helps people feel cravings. It also helps you enjoy foods. The scientists showed the hungry people's pictures of food. This made the two parts of their midbrain active. They then showed the lonely people pictures of social activities. These included sports. Other people showed people talking. The pictures made their midbrain active too. In November 2020, Tomova and her team shared their research, and they published it in a scientific journal. Okay, so we have like a whole boatload, okay, of details. We're going to want to go ahead and add that. They did a study, right? We already know they did a study about people missing people, right? They found using an MRI, they used an MRI machine to measure when people missed food, and and people. They found that the brain reacted the same way to being deprived of people that they did of food. Okay, now you can pick the other paragraph and you can keep reading that. I'm totally okay with that. Whatever you want. Just give me like a couple of details as you read through. Make sure these supporting details support the supporting idea that you have up here. Okay, that's it. As soon as you're done, go ahead and submit the quiz. Okay, and you can see here, marked myself here, got that one correct. And then I'll need to go through and grade these. All right, guys, do you have any questions? If you do, email me, okay? I would love to hear from you on Friday. I'll kind of be monitoring the email. Let me know if you need anything, okay? All right, bye.